Okay. Today's date is the 6th of January, 2026. Time now is 3:40 p.m. So, what is going on, MD? So, today's video is on what I call the embryo system specification. But, this is very big to understand. Basically, the goal of this embryo system, github.com/artificial genestic system, is basically birth, birth for women, girls, basically, if a mother or father does want to carry the child in the womb, they have. That's what the artificial gestation system should do. So because to take the embryo of the man and woman, fertilized of course via the gametes, and little just put them in the system. They have to hold the baby in that system until they can carry it. But basically it's an artificial womb. So the woman is off duty, so the mom and dad can be free to do other things. The Japanese, they have a Japanese one. Japanese one uses sterile for fertilization, but it's kind of still put in the womb, and I hate that because I don't know why it's half a process, half of everything. Because there's a Japanese woman that's been fertilizing the sperm in public because of the example, but she gave her consent to do that. I'm surprised Japanese women Asian can do for it because she got impregnated by donor. I'm surprised how brave they are. Because I will never let my wife do that. Even though it's out of body. And that's what matters to me, if maybe she wants a black boy, but I don't know who that sperm was. But she was sitting down and then she was getting some kind of, something happened to her, a sensitive area, the genitals. But she was having an embryo system. But that's in the public to show the children. But she was, she was an adult, but it's basically, it doesn't make me mad. It makes me kind of concerned about her mental health, which is about my artificial gestation. I don't hate it because if this is not good, basically that was half and half. But basically she carries it half, but she can take it out half after the process. But it's meant to fully autonomous, like literally. The artificial gestation means gestation, G for gold, E for embryo, S for etc., T for tango, E for alpha, T for tango, H for I for indigo, O for orange, N for November. System is literally to present this thing. So a man and woman are afraid of carrying a baby, but physically in the womb, that's what I mean. But this system to sustain animals and cattle first. Before. Cows are very like cows. Cows can. I don't know. Basically, cows can have like multiple babies. But if you work in livestock at the genetic level, because the immune system of rats basically the same as ours. Basically, mice immune system. That's what we have tested on mice. So if a mice has a baby without having a womb, that shows we're making progress. And if a cow has a baby, it's a bigger and making so much progress. But if they're similar embryotically, because they have an immune system that the embryo prevents disease. Basically, it kills everything, including the information you had in the child, and it can transfer. It doesn't matter your HG. But I'm trying to put on the statement. So basically, I'm so scared of you guys literally annoying me because if I have a woman carrying a womb, and she just drinks and smokes, and I'm thinking, hey, here's my kid. Why am I kicking your stomach? I'm worried because I'm telling you my reality. I'm scared shitless because the more you can carry my child, I don't care what you carry my child. I care. I am safe. My child is safe. No one is an embryo. No, because this is my like if you plan a child, that is. I don't care what you plan a child. I care because that's me. That's a copy of me in your system. If I don't like you, I'll deal with you too. But because you can't basically the decision is so important to me. It matters so much to me because of the things I experienced in Nigeria. But and here too, basically, someone's baby died. I meant to say it was in train, and he's supposed to but he didn't know to file a lawsuit. So basically, it was a stillbirth, which just means the baby died, and there's no reason why the doctor gave that baby died because that's a duty to do with that issue. But this was when I was in going to Manchester because I was in Cambridge and I went to Manchester, but I found this man heading to Manchester too via Purfleet. London, because I came from Peterborough, because he's the the man was talking about his baby and the doctor didn't care, and then to file a lawsuit and saying to him, what's the proof of that? He doesn't have the right to service. But the child shall never die. Because that was his daughter's child. His daughter's child died the first birth. So it's annoying because there's a legal system around. That's I think doesn't know. So the system is just like it's by design that you are responsible for your child. So I can't put my child in this kind of jurisdiction. I can opt for registration because I'm making because I don't trust anyone. So I don't care if there's a doctor involved. So if I can see my child physically in the gestation embryo. And take care of myself. What is the whole purpose of this as a policy? I can take care of my own baby while it's growing in the womb. This movie's kind of nice. This is like a black and white film. I don't care. Basically, this is a gestation process. If it's that. This is 347, but that's what the OJ is. You watch a child grow. Doesn't matter if it's a woman or a man, who it is, because that's what's made for. Basically, the one in Japan is half and half, so you can have it half in your womb and half in roll up. But I hate that process. So it's fully that's what the artificial gestation system matters. You can watch the flipper of the embryo into a fucking tool to read books, because if you have a child, you can do all the things you want to do, like X-ray scans. You can have the child have his first sport, but because they share reality. But that's you, like they're just becoming in a physical form. And the minister of being small, but that's what I'm saying. It's basically I'm tripolar. So my baby, if I had a child, that's the policy in OBINexus. Says, policy is literally because it's safe. It's basically you watch your child grow without any doctor involvement. You don't have to do see whether you're doing it right, because you see whether you're not crazy. So because it's meant to be safe for everyone, that is safely. If you're the lover, if you're the father and the mother, you don't even need a third party. Doesn't mean look at your child issue, and that's why this policy is so important for OBI, because if OBI can create it, it can destroy it. But but you don't want it destroyed if you want it as a child. So that's why it protects you from your own craziness. That's why I love it. Because when you're angry, you don't think you're angry. You just think you're going through phases, and the phases can end up, isolating you, killing you mentally and physically. Because you call them phases. You don't call them anger. What it is, I'm saying, because you think you're not angry. Basically, this is the Colgate system. Basically, this is Britannia. I love Britannia. So basically, that's it. So basically, the update is this. Basically, this is it. So basically, this is a crown. This is enamel. This is denting. This is pop. Basically, this is the tooth. But I'm looking at the tooth image, a diagram of a tooth from Britannia.com. This is just a size, but this is a molar tooth. Basically, I'm telling you, this is very important. So basically, you got the animal, which are the patties. The animal makes the tooth stronger. Basically, this thing has to get stronger for an inch. So this is it's not very important. It's very important for growth. Basically, if you plant a seed, think of it. If you plant a fruit, if you plant a fruit seed, you're planting the enamel, and the enamel can become the tooth. Can start the tooth again. Can continue to grow the tooth. It doesn't start the tooth again, but it's like what rebuilds everything. But I'm using the teeth example because tooth fairies. It happens. So when baby teeth grow, they grow to adult teeth, and that's what happens. Because crocodiles get 3 sets of teeth in their lifetime. We get 32 teeth. So we get 2 sets of 32 teeth. So we get 64 teeth grow. But this is very important because for the digestive system, because teeth is there, but the teeth is there for a reason. The enamel grows with you, but it's a seed, so it's a seed that grows as you're stronger and better. Doesn't matter if it's chocolate or sugar, as a child or what you can. So basically, it's a protocol for the digestive system, because your teeth erode. And this is the rebuild protocol. So, what is a tooth? Basically, what is tooth and animal? Have you ever wondered what is important? Have you ever wondered about tooth and animal? What is it? How is it important? How can you protect it? And how many answers are there to them? Basically, this is Colgate, the calm, this is a child. But this child is like an adult now. But the enamel is your outer. But you can brush your teeth and destroy all your tooth enamel. And you can get bacteria flow into your teeth and you can never rebuild. And that's what we have that's why I don't like things that that's why I don't like too much pesticides. No problem. I don't call pesticides. I call them tooth stuff. Things that. But this is very important because the enamel of the teeth is the hardest part. The color can vary from light to yellow, but the animal is around the teeth, so it's like preferring the goodness of the teeth by the color. And most people put your teeth from decay. Basically, the problem is for erosion and decay because it doesn't matter what happens in the pod. In the pod, the artificial digestion system pod, the animal is a protocol because that protects the system from the carrying others own way. It doesn't matter who's in there, how big the child is, but so you have the two children policies. You have like because of tribe. It doesn't matter. It's a womb, and the womb must stretch out for that child. I don't care how big the child is gonna be or how big the baby is. I just care that the baby has space when I develop him. If someone breaks the hand of the baby, I'm still liable. So I have to I'm trying to find the size is better. How old was I? How big was I as a child? I weighed 160 kg, which is double. But people that come out, women weigh half of me. That's 80 kg. So I weighed 1,000. So basically, double that because I'm a man. I have to double that because I just remember my day. I just remember myself. Because I weigh double of women because by science, women are half. Basically, women weigh half. But you have to tell me, ask me why. But I'm saying the animal is it covers our level 2 and our level 2. The color is green, white, yellow. So animal plays a very important your teeth again. So it's important. Everything pretty unrewarded. If your normal road, like literally your enamel with tooth protection. So this enamel tooth model, the strong bond, basically the barrier is becoming stronger because eroding means you can coat more. So it's like a seed, like a literal plant seed that coats environment. So it doesn't matter the germophobia you have. The enamel literally just it keeps learning from environment, keeps not learning, keeps encoding. So it's like a plant it's like a plant the seed becomes better and better, and you get better and more fruits. It doesn't matter what's an apple, but basically if you have the UK soil. So if I take my soil, like my red soil, I love the red soil in Nigeria. That red soil can grow any fruit in the UK without problem. You don't need to water it even. Listen, I'm saying you don't need to water because it's so rich in minerals, and the minerals are just easy. So you have to plant it like keep protecting. You don't have to add pesticide, and that's what I'm saying. You don't have to add more. So this animal is very good. To tell me of the cocoa oral hygiene. So it's very hard. An animal cannot route. It's good for an animal to route, but it's good to what I call a road under natural circumstances. And that natural circumstances are really what the protocol is. An animal dental. Now the dental, this is where you start feeling stuff. So you can't feel your enamel, but the enamel layer is there to protect you. Because you just wash it out with the pearls. If you brush too hard, you start to bleed. And when you start bleeding, it goes from dental. This part of the crown. So get the dental, and then you get the pump. Now, the pump is the veins where you got blood vessels flowing, because the fucking teeth. So basically, this is where you chew, this is where you chew, and this is where the enamel is inside the teeth. And you get a dentin inside the teeth. But the dentins have the vein, so you can have pressure on the veins of the dentin D for Doug, E for Echo, N for November, T for Tango, I for Indigo, N for November, and then the enamel is before the dentium. Like if I'm pushing my teeth up, so this is like a canine tooth, but every teeth has a purpose, every teeth has a purpose. See, this is backwards. And it's hooked into your own blood veins. But when you have a toothache, you are so you got the root of the teeth, see, because they're upside down. But this teeth has so this is like a standard tooth. It's not a canine, it's not a sharp point. This is like I don't even know the fucking teeth name. But it's always good to know your teeth because they have purpose to chew. So it's like the model I'm proposing as a policy is like kind of if the pod gets dirty. Dirty is not even that bad, because we can be all make mistakes, but you can't, it's not about putting it physically dirty. It's like if someone, if I eat and have a chat with my wife and my pot gets dirty because I spill some juice on my pad and then that thing has to get encoded. What can give me disease has to get encoded in my enamel, so a dentine can make better enamel, because the dentine makes the enamel, from then you get a thin crown. This is called the crown, and the crown is the dentine, anatomy, and the pulp. Now, the pulp are the actual veins that you feel. The veins are the blood vessels. You get the red, which are called the red blood vessels and the arteries. This is what the pulp contains. And you got the gum. Now, the gum is what's the crown is. But basically, the gum is where it's not into the gum. The gum is the guinea gum. The former name is the gene giver. So basically, gum is basically the teeth gum. But this is where the seed is planted. So basically, everything grows from the crown upwards. So this is like a little process. So the actual root of it is under the gum, and that's where the things happen. The kind of basically you get some things that can be this can where the infection can be what a good infection, where the infection tries to go to, but you got the cemetery, the blood vessel, and the periodontal ligament. So these are just components of the root of the teeth, because the teeth make it stronger. So this is why you have baby teeth or not, they're made to be stronger as you get older, because you gotta eat more food, different kind of food. Basically, people that don't like to eat food either have a bad gum, a bad genetic structure, and they can't actually have that. And physically, whether it's cold or warm, but the idea is to make sure that they are protected under the last kind of so basically this is encyclopedia. Let me go to all of them. So basically this is the tooth. This is a tooth model, but model species is about grab. So basically as a polyglot to show the tooth from the function. So like most one, we still have two sections of the teeth. We have 32 teeth as an adult and 32 teeth as a child. Maximum, but this varies. It doesn't matter because the more teeth you can release more quickly, into your adult teeth. Based on basically, I lost all my teeth when I was 9 years old. But 9 years old. So we get 320 kilos. No, so the space of if I have 320 kilos, 22,000. So basically, so you get 32 teeth per child and adult. But I lost all of them when I was 9 years old. People lose that when they're 10, 11. I lost them when I was 10 years old, in the, 10 years old in the UK. That's basically my last tooth. I lost basically when I was young. But people can lose their teeth when they're 20, when they're an adult, all the teeth until you get the full adult teeth. So it's kind of because of the kind of food they eat and things that can dirty them too. I eat a lot of African food, but that's what's able to get dentists and material to from. But to say, to teach them so to you get of alignment, such as our normal relationship between opposites. But basically, the opposite jaw structure is not just basically it's just this kind of things are not irregular. We get considered irregularities, but they don't understand it. It's like a plant. It's like because it grows from a symmetry. So they're not irregular. We see them as irregular because that's why you have a dentist. But the dentists don't understand the infections and the formulations are biological. So it's they don't understand dentistry like I do. But the truth and the function. This is H6, this is H6, this is gum, right? Basically, H620 is developed, the crown instead of you, and the pulp, but these two are hooked up, so you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, this is the primary teeth and the primary teeth, I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to end this video now, because I think I've talked a lot, but because I don't actually talk, I don't have bureaucracy that hurts me. But this should conclude my point as OBINexus. So it's not necessary to have the clean meat. Meat is very good, muscle based. But you shouldn't have any chemicals as a policy for children. I don't care for anyone for that matter, because if the child tells me there's a chemical in this, we'll find out who's putting chemical with them, and we'll deal with them personally. Because I don't care whether it's pesticide or not, or they don't call it pesticide. What do I want to call it for your teeth? They have a toothpaste. I don't really care what you call it. What's the formal name for that kind of thing? There shouldn't be any chemicals in toothpaste, any products that children interact with on a daily basis. I don't care whether I can heal my teeth. I care when I don't get MRI set. Which is the worst one because So this is what I'm saying. The dentist as a policy no should put down any kind of chemical product that is not naturally in it. Because the environment is can produce the same thing. Anyway, naturally it can be there. You can get sick from someone else and your body can do it because we didn't put it there perfectly. Because because we're not intervening as a policy, but the elements of substance that Thank you. Thank you, guys.